How does autarky relate to comparative advantage? Imagine a country that chooses to produce everything it needs without trading with others. That's called autarky, a state of total self-sufficiency. In this scenario, the country makes all its goods and services inside its borders, avoiding international trade altogether. Now, compare this to a country that specializes in certain products because it can produce them more efficiently than others. That's where the idea of comparative advantage comes into play. It explains how countries benefit from focusing on what they do best and trading for what they need. In an autarky situation, the prices of goods reflected how much it costs the country internally to produce them. These prices show the opportunity costs, which means what the country sacrifices to produce one good instead of another. For example, if a country spends more resources to produce bread than it does to produce shoes, then bread has a higher opportunity cost. These internal prices reveal which goods the country is relatively better at making. When a country opens up to international trade, it can focus on producing goods where it has the lowest opportunity cost. This is the core idea of comparative advantage. Countries will export goods they produce more efficiently and import those they are less efficient at making. For example, if one country can produce wine more cheaply than cheese, it will export wine and import cheese. This specialization allows both countries to enjoy more goods and services than they could if they stayed in autarky. Without trade, resources are spread thin trying to produce everything, which often leads to higher costs and less variety. But when countries trade based on comparative advantage, resources are used more efficiently. This means more goods are available at lower costs, and consumers get more choices. In the case of autarky, the relative prices inside the country are the only guide to what is most efficient. But these prices can be quite different from world prices. If a country's autarky prices are high for a certain good, it might be better off trading for that good rather than trying to produce it domestically. For example, if Japan's autarky price for manufactured goods is lower than that of the United States, Japan has a comparative advantage in manufacturing. Japan will produce and export these goods, while the United States might focus on agriculture or food. Both countries benefit because they can consume more by trading based on their comparative advantages. In summary, autarky shows what a country can produce on its own, based on internal prices and costs. Comparative advantage explains why countries should move beyond autarky and trade with each other. By doing so, they can produce what they are best at and enjoy a wider variety of goods at lower prices. This process makes the whole economy more efficient and improves the standard of living for everyone involved.